Children, good afternoon. Good afternoon, children. Good afternoon. This is Standard 3. This is Standard 3 English. In the previous class, we were completing our textbook grammar, textual grammar. So today, let us continue with the same. So before I start, page number 20, section A, write true or false for the following statements. Yesterday there was an error, so today I want to redo it so that everybody writes correct. There was an error yesterday in the true or false, so today we redo it. Page number 20, exercise A, write T for true sentences and F for false sentences. In that first one, Azaz lives in Andhra Pradesh. False. Second one, Azaz and Vikram played cricket together. True. Third one, Azaz notices orange and yellow flame on the letter Vikram sent him. It is true. Yesterday we discussed it was false. It is true. So erase and write the sentence as true because in the true or false column it is showing letter here, but in the lesson when the lesson is going on there it is shown as card. So based on that I had said false, but children insisted no ma'am, it is the statement is true. So we will stick to the statement true. Third one, Azaz notices orange and yellow flame on the letter Vikram sent him. It is true. Fourth one, when Azaz goes to the kitchen, the biryani was ready. So this statement is false. Fifth one, both Azaz and Ammi read out the words in Vikram's letter. So even the fifth statement is true. Now, page number 20, discuss these questions and write the answers we have completed in yesterday's class. Page number 21, read these sentences from the story, underline the words that express feelings. We have already completed that expression words. And B part, exercise B, fill in the blanks with the words expressing appropriate feelings. We have completed even that part. We have to choose who's that child. Mute your system. Raju Jadhav, mute your system. Page number 21, B exercise, fill in the blanks with the correct words expressing appropriate feelings. There's a clue box given there. We have to choose the right answer from the clue box and complete the fill in the blanks. We have completed this part in the previous class, that is in yesterday's class. Now turn the page to page number 22. Page number 22. Page number 22. Exercise A. Page number 22. Exercise A. Read the story. Read the story. Use the red color to underline the words with the C sound as in card. use the green color to underline the words with the C sound as in rice. Children, this is for homework. You have to do it. Okay? You have to read and you have to follow the instruction given here. You have to do it. Everything ma'am will not do. You have to practice. Then only you will get the habit of, studying or searching or finding out. This is going to help you to improve better. So exercise A, read the story. Use the red color to underline the words with the C sound as in card. When you say card, C sound is there. Car. C says cat. Okay. So we have to use red color to underline the words with the C sound as in card. And we have to use green color to underline the words with the C sound as in rice. So this is for homework. Please close your camera. This is for homework. You complete it. Now, below that, now read aloud these words. Note the different sounds of the letter TH. Okay? Now, read aloud these words. Note the different sounds of the letters TH. Now, in the clue box, they have given this, 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 feather, 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 THEY, THEY, day, THREE, 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 THUMB, 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 thumb. And the last one, THING, 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 thing. Now we have to find out the TH sound in each word. Now THIS, this, there, TH, TH. Okay, so even in feather, TH, day, three, thumb, and thing. So the sound of TH. Now below there's an exercise. Okay, page number 22. Page number 22. Exercise B. Exercise B. Read these sentences aloud. What do you have to do? You have to read it loudly. You have to read the sentences loudly. When you read loudly, you get the clear sound of the alphabet or the pronunciation. Read these sentences loud. Underline words with the TH sounds as in this. Circle the ones with the TH sound as in three. Okay, now this exercise, the word we have to circle the TH sound as in this, and we have to circle the ones with the TH sound as in three. Okay, shall you do it for homework or I should do it? You try, then tomorrow's class I will help you out. Shall I help you tomorrow to do it? Or you want to do it now? Yes, children, I'm talking to you. Hello? Hello? Page number 22. Now, first statement. Though we could not go outside, we had a good time watching over our favorite show. Now, which word we have to underline and which word we have to circle? We have to underline the word that sounds with THIS, this. and we have to circle the word that goes with 3, THRE, 3. Okay, so though we could not go outside, we had a good time watching our favorite show. Now, in this sentence, there is one word, though. Are we going to underline or are we going to circle? Do it now. I'm doing it now. I'm asking you. THIS, this is the sound which you have to underline, and TH in 3, we have to circle. Now, the first statement, though we could not go outside, we had a good time watching our favorite show. The word though, there is the word TH. Are we going to underline it or are we going to circle it? Yes, are we going to underline the word though? TH in though? Are we going to circle it? TH. I'm not asking you whether it is. I'm not asking you whether it is true or false. I'm asking you whether we have to underline it or we have to circle it. Though, THOUGS, though. I want response from you, children. Otherwise, you talk so much, all of you. So much you talk. Today, what happened? I'm asking you chance. I'm giving you chance to answer. I'm asking you. THOUGS, though. Will you do it for homework? And tomorrow's class, I will solve both the exercise A and B, so that it will be a practice for you. You try, then tomorrow I will solve both the exercise. Why you have to circulate it? Why T? Okay, you have to circle it. Why? Can you tell me, beta? Why you have to circulate it? And what about the second one? First one, though we could not go outside, though. Yes? There are two words there, TH in this and TH in 3. Okay? You have to see the pronunciation. You have to see the pronunciation of the word. Though, this. Yes, children? What? Tell me what you want to do. I want to see how you all will do. Will you do it for homework? Yes? Or should I do it now? Today, when I am asking them to unmute and speak, they all are muted. And when I ask them to mute, that time all will be disturbing the class. Very smart children, ma'am. Okay, doesn't matter, children. Okay, listen. Okay, exercise A. 30,000. Listen. Huh. 30, TH in 30 and TH in 1000. Right? So everywhere you. Huh? Sound is not clear. I think net is slow bit. Net is slow here. Okay. Mute your system. Let me see. Mute your system. Let me see. Huh. Can you hear now? I'm asking you, can you hear me? Is my voice clear to you? Then how you, when I'm asking you questions, you are telling me correctly. How is that my voice is clear that time? Otherwise you say your voice is not clear. When I'm asking you, can you hear me, children? You are saying your voice is not clear. That means you can hear me, no? What I'm speaking. Huh? Huh? You can hear me what I am saying. Otherwise, simply you will say your voice is not clear, ma'am. Because I asked you, can you hear me? You said your voice is not clear. That means you can hear me, no? Yes or no? Yes, children. Tell me. Okay, children. I will give you exercise A and exercise B. You have to do it for homework. In tomorrow's class, I will solve this both after cross checking how you have done it. Exercise A and exercise B. Okay. Now, okay, this is a trial for you. You have to try. Okay. I will solve it tomorrow in the class because there are some children who are not. Okay. Exercise A and exercise B, you try completing it for homework. Now, page number 22. Now we to go to the grammar part. Phrases and sentences. You mute your system. Mute your system. Children, mute your system. Okay, page number 22. Phrases and sentences. Look at these words from the story. Look at these words. Look at these words from the story. Azaz was sure that. Okay, Baba. Okay. Azaz was sure that there would be another clue waiting for him. This is the best surprise ever. There are two different sentences there. On page number 21, under phrases and sentences, yes, there are two sentences. The first sentence is Azaz was sure that there would be another clue waiting for him. And the second sentence is this is the best surprise ever. Both are sentences. One is a sentence, one is a phrase. One is complete sense, one is a phrase. It is a incomplete sentence. But you receive or you get the correct message about it, get the correct information. Now the first sentence tells us that Azaz was waiting for a second clue in the meeting place, that is in the garden. The sentence is complete because it is giving us the correct meaning. The second sentence, this is the best surprise ever. Short form, shortcut. It is a phrase. But is it not giving us the meaning? Is it not telling us what is the message about? This is the best surprise ever. It means the sentence is short, but it conveys the message. Such sentences are called as phrases. These groups of words make complete sense. So, a group of words that together makes complete sense is called a sentence. A group of words which makes a complete sense is called as a sentence. A sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now, a question mark or an exclamation mark. The sentence has to begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. So this is for sentence. What is a sentence? Now read these words from the story. Clue, waiting for him. Clue, waiting for him. Best surprise ever. Best surprise ever. Now these are shortcuts, phrases. You get the information, you understand what is the sentence or the line is trying to tell, but it is never in complete sense. So these are called as phrases. The above examples are phrases. Phrases are meaningful groups of words that together don't make complete sense. A phrase can be part of a sentence but can't be a complete sentence on its own. Now, types of sentences. Now, what are the types of sentences? We have already learnt it in first standard, second standard. Now we are in third standard, and yet we will learn again in fourth standard as well as fifth standard. Types of sentences. Biryani is ready. What is ready? Biryani is ready. Biryani is ready. You will have to wait. You will have to wait. These are two different sentences. These are two different statements. Okay. Now read these sentences. Can't you guess? Is this a mistake? So this sentence is asking questions. Okay. Now the previous one, that is biryani is ready. You will have to wait. The two sentences above are statements. The two sentences above are statements. A statement, a statement, a statement gives information or states an idea. It ends with a full stop. Now, the first sentence, biryani is ready and you will have to wait. These are two sentences. The two sentences above are statement. They are statement. A statement gives information or states an idea. It ends with a full stop. Now read these sentences. Can't you guess? Is this a mistake? These sentences are questions. They ask for information. They end in question mark. End of the sentence, there will be a question mark and they ask for information. Page number 23. Page number 23. Exercise A. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters, full stop or question mark. So this is, we are going to use punctuations. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters, full stop, or a question mark. First one, it is very cold. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters, full stop, question mark, etc. Now, we have to punctuate these sentences and we have to rewrite it in the lines given. It is very cold. The first letter has to be capital, I told you. In a sentence, the first letter has to be capital. I should be capital. It is very cold. After cold, again full stop. After cold, full stop. It is very cold. I capital and after cold, full stop. Second one, what are you eating? What are you eating? The first letter of WHAT, what? The first letter of WHAT, it is very cold. I capital, it is very cold. After cold, put a full stop. Okay. Second one, what are you eating? You can see in the textbook the word what, the W is written small. So you have to make it capital letter. Capital WHAT, what are you eating? After eating, you have to put a comma. Because the sentence is asking question. What are you eating? Third one, who is this person standing at the gate? Who is this person standing at the gate? W is small, rewrite capital W. Who is this person standing at the gate? After gate, put a question mark because the statement is asking a question. Who is this person standing at the gate or near the gate? Fourth one, the palace is marvelous. The palace is marvelous. T capital, the T capital, the palace is marvelous. Last one, where is my laptop? Where is my laptop? W, where, 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 W capital, WHERE, 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 W capital is my laptop. Okay. So page number 23. Page number 23 is completed. Now go to page number 24. Punctuate the given sentences using capital letters. Yes. Punctuate. Punctuate the given sentences using capital letters, full stop, question mark, extra, and exclamation mark. Write yes for statement, Q for question, E for exclamation. So we have to write there whether it is a statement or a question or a exclamation. So the first one is already done for you, giving examples. When will the rain stop? You can see the page columns given there. Write the answers there. The columns provided. The children laughed. The children, T capital you write. The children laughed after laughed, full stop. T capital, and after the sentence is over, after laughed, full stop. Third one, I can't believe we won the game. I can't believe we won the game. I capital, can't believe we won the game. Now, after game, put a full stop. I can't believe we won the game. Fourth one, I guess you have to mention, write yes for statement and Q for question and E for exclamation. First one is a statement, and the second one, the children played, is a statement. Second one, I can't believe we won the game. Again, this is a statement. Fourth one, I reach school on time every day. I reach school on time every day. I capital and after day full stop. I capital. Fifth one, does Amrita have an umbrella? Does, right capital D, Amrita have an umbrella? After umbrella, put a full stop. Next one, you missed the bus again. You missed the bus again. Y capital, missed the bus again. L, no, you capital, missed the bus again. Now, page number 14, sorry, page number 24, use a full form. Page number 24. Okay, page number 25, children. Page 25, no, page number 26. Page number 26, activity time. Activity time. You will try this activity today at home. Okay? Page number 26. Page number 26. Activity time, creating a secret letter. Now, things needed is given here: lemon, bowl, blank paper, paintbrush, and some water. And method: squeeze the line of half a line into the bowl. Second one, add a few drops of water. Add a few drops of water and mix well. Dip the paintbrush into the lemon juice. Write your secret message on the sheet of paper. Let the invisible ink dry. Share your secret message with a friend. The message will show only when the paper is healed with a with a what was that? The message will show only when the paper is heated with a candle or a warm light bulb. So this is a small activity. You can try it at home today and you can tell me your experience tomorrow. Yes. Now there is things required and methods given there. Try this small event. Try the small activity. See if you can get. In tomorrow's class, you can share with me what you have done through the activity. Okay. So this was all about lesson number 3. What was the lesson number three's name? The magic letter. A letter from a friend.